I lost my phone the other day. Not in some dramatic way, not stolen or shattered, just misplaced. I checked my pockets, my bag, retraced my steps. Nothing. For about 30 minutes, my entire world collapsed into panic. How was I supposed to function? No music, no texts, no Google Maps telling me where to go. It felt like I'd lost a piece of myself. Then I found it, of course. It had slipped between the couch cushions, waiting there smugly, like it had won some sort of game against me. But here's the weird part. The moment I found it, the panic disappeared instantly, just like that. 30 minutes of stress and frustration, gone in an instant. And that got me thinking, how fragile is our sense of disaster? Something as small as a misplaced phone feels like the end of the world, until it isn't. Then suddenly it doesn't matter at all. And that's when it hit me. Maybe nothing really matters, not in the big picture. Our worries, our little struggles, even our greatest triumphs. Maybe they were just tiny blips against something far bigger than we can ever really imagine. When you take a step back, it's kind of wild that humans even exist at all. This planet, floating in the middle of nowhere, somehow had just the right ingredients. Not too hot, not too cold. Gravity that doesn't crush us, but still keeps us from floating away. An atmosphere with oxygen to breathe, water to drink, and food that just grew out of the ground. It feels almost like Earth was designed for us, like we were meant to be here. But of course we weren't. We're just lucky. For millions of years, humans were simply trying not to die. Hunting, running, hiding, surviving. Then slowly, we learned to build. Villages turned into cities, cities into nations. We invented tools, language, writing, money, art. We fought wars over things we can't even remember now. We reached a point where survival wasn't enough. We wanted progress. Fast forward a few thousand years and suddenly we're here. Airplanes, Wi-Fi, self-driving cars, rockets leaving the planet. Elon Musk tweeting from his bathroom. We've come so far, and yet when you really think about it, we're still just animals on a rock in space, trying to convince ourselves that any of this truly matters. One of the strangest things we ever created is something we can't even touch. Time. We live our entire lives by it. Seconds, minutes, hours, days. We wake up when the clock tells us to, eat lunch when the clock tells us to, go to bed when the clock tells us to. But here's the thing, time isn't really there. It's just a measurement we made up to keep track of things happening. A day is just how long it takes the Earth to spin once. A year is just one trip around the sun. The calendar hanging on your wall is basically a reminder of how much we want the universe to follow our rules. But the universe doesn't care about our rules. Time doesn't stop because you're late to work. It doesn't speed up because you're bored in class. And when you zoom out far enough, our lifetimes are laughably short. 70 or 80 trips around the sun, that's all most of us get. And yet for us, that feels like everything. It feels huge. But in the cosmic scale, it's not even a blink. It's less than a blink. It's practically nothing at all. When you start thinking beyond Earth, everything gets tiny. Our planet, our cities, even our entire species, all of it is just a speck in a universe that is 13.8 billion years old. That's 13.8 billion years of stars forming, galaxies colliding, black holes swallowing light. And yet somehow here we are, alive for just a fraction of a second in that endless timeline. The sun, this glowing ball of fire that lights our days, is only middle-aged. One day, billions of years from now, it will expand, swallowing Mercury, Venus, and eventually Earth itself, leaving nothing of our home behind. And even that won't matter much on a cosmic scale. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is racing through space toward Andromeda, and in a few billion years, they will collide, blending stars and planets into something entirely new, while we'll be long gone. And yet somehow we can look up at the night sky and see light that traveled millions of years just to reach our eyes. Every star we see might already be gone. Every galaxy we admire may have shifted beyond recognition. And still, It fills us with awe. It's humbling, terrifying, and beautiful all at once. When you look at the universe on that scale, it's hard not to feel small, really, truly small. One species, one planet, one galaxy among billions and maybe trillions of others scattered across the cosmos. Every achievement, every war, every love story, every invention, every tragedy, it all happens in a blink that might not even register in the life of the universe. And that makes you wonder, do we matter at all? Does anything we do really leave a mark? The stars will burn out, galaxies will drift apart, black holes will swallow the remnants of everything we call home, and billions of years from now, no one will remember our names, our struggles, our history. Even Earth itself is temporary. The truth is, we're here by chance, a random spark in an endless void. And yet that randomness is strangely liberating. If the universe doesn't demand a purpose from us, we get to choose our own. We may not matter on a cosmic scale, but we can matter to each other. We can matter in this moment, today, while we exist in this incredibly improbable, fleeting window of time. And here's the thing, just because the universe doesn't give us a reason to exist, doesn't it mean we can to create one ourselves? If nothing else, the sheer randomness of our existence is an invitation to do something, anything, that feels meaningful to us. You can spend your days playing games, scrolling endlessly, or binge-watching shows, and that's valid. Or you can build, explore, invent, create. You can try to understand the stars, send rockets into space, or design something that might outlast your lifetime. The universe doesn't care either way. It won't reward you, it won't punish you, it won't notice. And somehow, that's freeing. You get to decide what matters. Life isn't about fitting into some cosmic plan. Life is about the moments you choose, the people you care for, the experiences you gather. It's about taking this tiny, improbable chance we've been given and making it yours. So yes, maybe we don't matter on a universal scale. But that doesn't mean we can't matter here, now, in our own world, for ourselves and for each other. That choice, that's ours. So when you zoom out, it's easy to feel insignificant. The stars will fade, the galaxies will drift apart, and billions of years from now, none of this will matter. Not the wars, not the inventions, not even the things we think define us. And yet, that's exactly why this moment is so powerful. Right now you exist. You are alive in this small, improbable sliver of time where life is possible, where the universe allows consciousness to notice itself. You get one life, one chance to explore, to create, to love, to fail, to get back up again. You get to make your own purpose, your own meaning in a world that gives no instructions. So whether you spend your days building empires, helping someone in need, or simply enjoying a cup of coffee while the sun rises, it all matters in its own way. Not to the stars, not to galaxies, not to the vast void, but to you, to those around you, to the moments you touch. Life is fleeting, fragile, and infinitely precious. And while the universe may never notice, you do. So live, explore, create, laugh, love, because this right here, right now is everything.